We are just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Max Scherzer gets the ball for Washington in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's been really good. He's got 2 wins in the last 3 starts. His team's had an opportunity to be in the game deep and late, and he's walked away, like I said, with 2 wins. So let's see if he's able to get 3 wins in 4 starts after this outing.
Stepping up now, Giancarlo Stanton. Power a big part of this game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Prime time over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster Dee Gordon. He comes in leading the NL in stolen bases, so for him, it's all about getting on base and letting things happen with his wheels. Everyone knows when he gets on, he's going.
Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. Into the box now, Richard Primetime. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. This Marlins ball club, Harold Reynolds, as they begin play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matt, it's been disappointing. I mean, here we are in the dog days of August, and this show.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the. Riding in once again, Richard Primetime. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Marisnick rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Daniel Murphy.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And that's through into center field, base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for you.
Digging in and looking for more. Richard Primetime. 2 men on,
Richard
2 away here in the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Chopped weakly to the left. Echeverria's got to be quick. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity. Here's Dee Gordon now. Past battles with Scherzer. He's only 1 for 10.
Dee Gordon.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Primetime moves over, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Ready for another shot now. Richard Primetime. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Squared that one up just a little late. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Standing in, Richard Primetime. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Into the windup and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richard Primetime. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a high pop-up. Dietrich is there for it. 2 down. Digging in once again, Richard Primetime. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out, but other...
Ready once again, Richard Primetime. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a... And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down.
Hey, let her rip.
A 1-0 delivery. A shot down the first baseline. And a sliding try, but it's through. A base hit. 1 run is scored. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
Ready for another chance? Anthony Rendon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Grounded to third. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Daniel Murphy.
Grounded back up the middle. Gloved by Bogaerts. To Gordon for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
Now batting, the first baseman, James Loney.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Primetime racing back. He makes the running play. 2 down.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
6-2 the final total today. Sean Kelly gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to the Show Nation. From one of the more hitter-friendly yards in the big leagues, a look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series. Robert Stevenson is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, this has been a little bit of a mystery. I mean, he really struggles at home. You got the home crowd behind you. You got the mound you're used to pitching on an awful lot. But he hasn't been able to get it together. Maybe this is the game that turns it all around for him at his home ballpark.
Left fielder.
Into the box, Richard Primetime. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And Harold, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And Matt, the other thing, both teams are on a winning streak right now. I love watching good baseball. So nothing's better than watching 2 teams that are on a winning streak collide. So we're going to get some good baseball hopefully in this game.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Another one sent foul.
Come on, big guy. Stay on up there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit. The throw to third. And he's safe.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Now in the box, Daniel Murphy. He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point.
Murphy.
And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here. Now batting, Todd Frazier. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. Come on now.
And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. 1 run scores, and a 2nd run is across. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the 3rd. At the plate, Ramon Flores. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Primetime. He's got it 1 away. With a moment here in Cincy.
In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Primetime coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in once again, Richard Primetime.
Richard Primetime.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air out to right. Radford is after it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Richard Primetime. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from 3rd. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now, or will he continue to stay away?
takes this the other way to right. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the second run will score as they push the margin here to 5-2 now.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Murphy.
One time right now.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to get down out there. Primetime rounds third and is digging for the plate. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2.
Oh, the old CNI base hit. The changeup's down. The batter goes down to get it and still finds a hole to put it through. Good pitch. Better hitting.
Ready for another chance. Jesse Radford. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Radford.
Runner at third here, nobody out.
Hey, no outs now.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Primetime moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Ready for another shot now. Richard Primetime. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. And that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Well, they've had a game plan. They've been really aggressive. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They're not laying off, and it's paying off for them. They came here with a mindset they were going to be aggressive, and we're seeing them execute.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Second base.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Primetime is on his way home. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
Ready once again, Pedro Cordero. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Cordero.
Hey, one out here. We got one.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Primetime going back on it, and it's gone.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted.
At the plate, Richard Primetime. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far.
Hey, your turn. Double mid.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back safely. Has a look, now the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
Here we go. Need you right here.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Back up the middle, and that drops in for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Second baseman.
2 down, runners at first and second.
Come on, big dog. We need you. Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Keep it going.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jesse Radford. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch to wrap this one up. And the Nationals have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Tanner Roark earned his 9th win of the year. Robert Stevenson permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Alejandro Perez wraps it up for the save, number 36 on the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series. Stanley Trahern gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
As I look at this ball game today, one thing to keep an eye on is his at-bats against the right-handers, his approach against right-handed hitters, because right-handed hitters are hitting under 250 against him. And those are the guys that he's going to have to exploit if he wants to win this ball game.
Coming to the plate now, Richard Primetime. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Veras sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up. Stepping in, Richard Primetime. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Richard Primetime.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. But one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Okay. Pitch up there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down. Moving to his right and digging in once again. Richard Primetime. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
And this is fouled at the plate.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is down for extra bases. And with 2 outs, this might get them all home. 2 runs have scored. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 4-3 game.
Some guys just rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, and he's definitely in that category. He's been a clutch hitter all year, and here's another in a long line of clutch ABs.
Yeah, and that adds 3 more ribbies to his already impressive total.
Now batting.
Standing in, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hit on the ground toward the left. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to bat around.
Hey, no one better. Let's go.
Standing in, Richard Primetime.
Richard Primetime.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Oh, he makes the stop. There's one. Safe.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. David Shin earns his first win of the season. Alejandro Perez hammers down the save. Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003. Great American Ballpark. Stepping up now, Richard Primetime. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Harold, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Well, Matt, they're 2-2 on the homestand, so obviously you don't want to go 2-3 if you lose this game here. 3-2, though. The win today gets you shooting towards maybe a nice little winning streak. That's why this game is important to me.
Still back there, that boy.
In now, Daniel Murphy. On the season, he's hitting just over .290 coming into action here.
Murphy.
The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. Gallardo has got it, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. Into the box now, Jesse Radford. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Radford
looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati. Stepping up to the plate, Richard Primetime.
left fielder Richard Primetime.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he's back in standing.
Hey, let her rip one time. Run, run, run.
And there he goes towards second. Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Richard Primetime. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
But right at the shortstop for the second out. Striding into the box, Richard Primetime.
Richard Primetime.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he misses again, 2-0.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
They've left a lot of men on base. They've had plenty of opportunities, and here's another one. After a base hit, they find themselves with another runner on. Let's see if they can bring somebody home this inning.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Daniel Murphy. And he does so representing the... First pitch on its way. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And now after the stolen base, they'll go ahead and put him on here to keep the double play in order with 1 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's
First
Todd
baseman,
Frazier
number
now.
21.
Lifetime against
Todd
Drew Storen.
Frazier.
Your
Hitless in 3 at-bats.
pitch, your pitch. Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
That's a big base hit right there. Now you've moved the tying run to third base with just one out. And there's a lot of things the offense can do now. Will they sack bunt? Will you get a sacrifice fly? Would they steal the runner from first and third, maybe still? Matt, this is so exciting. There's so many possibilities.
But no double play here as he's back in safely at third. Stepping into the box, Travis d'Arnaud in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Hey, clutch up right here.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Rylander racing back in to score the runner from third. Frazier rounds third and is striding for home. And he will score as well. And the tide has officially changed now as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, you love it when you come back late in the game and all of a sudden you get a 2 RBI hit. You find yourself, you were down 1, now you're ahead. Let's see if the pitching can hold on now.
In is Joey Votto now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, that puts the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first base. If you can get that knock or get that guy in from first.
So stepping in, Devin Mesoraco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Prime time is there. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in and looking for more. Richard Primetime. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's down to third. Scooped up. One there. On to Votto. A double play. And that ends the inning.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say...
Summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Washington Nationals. Kendall Graveman gets the start for San Diego in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
When I look at this game, I look at one number that just jumped out at me. Over 300. Left-handers are hitting over 300. So if he wants to win this game, he's got to get those left-handers out. That will be where my attention is, and see if he's able to execute in this game.
Batting third.
Striding in, Richard Primetime. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. On the ground to the left side. There's Harrison for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. 2 out here and a runner at second.
Batting fifth, catcher, Christian Betancourt.
This one's flared toward left center. Primetime has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Richard Primetime. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Primetime.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Rondon ranges to his left. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Josh Harrison stands in. Past battles with Scherzer. 2 hits in 7 tries.
Baseman, Josh Harrison.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Primetime ranging back. A leap into wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he...
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Hamlin. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Onto the third floor balcony and gone.
Well, he hit that ball like he was looking for it. Just really crushed that pitch.
Leading off for Washington, left fielder, Richard
Primetime is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't.
Digging in and looking for more, Jeffrey Brandon. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Primetime moves over, 2 down. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nick Hamlin. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. This one's flared out toward left. Primetime on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Padres leave a pair, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Digging in to try it again, Richard Primetime. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, come on, man. 8th inning. He was getting me nervous. This looked like this might be his last at-bat and his last opportunity.
Ready for another shot now. Daniel Murphy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, that's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
Right guy, right spot. Easier.
Lifted in the air out to left. Brandon is there, and that's the second out of the inning. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Ready once again, Jeffrey Brandon. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Primetime giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching Major League Baseball
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Kendall Graveman with his 4th win this season. Summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he has really struggled his last 3 outings. The ERA totally inflated. It's over 5. When you look at that, that's too many runs he's given up. And he's just not giving his team a chance to even get out the gate and win the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but it gets foul. Harold, this Padres team, as they take the field here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and to win the first game of a series makes it even extra special. They just got to go out and play real well and maybe keep the streak going.
Hey, come on, big dog, stay hot.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
No, that's a ball.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Set to deal on 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Man, that's a nice at bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight. Fought off pitches, gets a 2-2 count, and gets a base hit.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Daniel Murphy.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
1-1 on its way to Murphy. Line drive snagged on a short hop.
To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now in the box, Carlos Asuaje. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Swinging a looper to left. Prime time has it in his sights, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about striding in once again. Richard Primetime.
Richard Primetime.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go right here.
First pitch curveball swung out and missed. Strike 1.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Ball.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Nationals have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Digging in once again, Richard Primetime. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch, and he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Richard Primetime. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Here we go.
First offering on its way. And a breaking ball that's chopped foul at the plate. It's 0-1.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Martin on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Top of the order due up in the home half. Ready for another chance? Nick Hamlin. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to...
Into the box now, Richard Primetime. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Hey, your pitch right here.
Ready with the 0-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Right here. Come on, B.
Here it is on 3-0. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. Here's Todd Frazier now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side. Here's Will Myers. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up. You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Washington Nationals get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Joe Ross earns win number 7 on Wednesday night baseball coming your way from lovely Petco Park. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set. Striding into the box, Richard Primetime. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Here comes the first pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Harold, this Padres team, as they take the field here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Christian Bethancourt. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 1-2, here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Primetime going back on it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the 2nd now. At the plate, Richard Primetime. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Primetime.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1.
Hey, be patient, be patient.
0-1, here's the pitch. Softly hit out towards short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. As the Josh Harrison stands in. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Second baseman.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Primetime is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. Stepping up now, Richard Primetime. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Primetime.
Hey, your pitch. See it.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Drilled to first. Scooped up. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Standing in, Lance Leahy. A hit in 2 tries so far. 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Goes down to get the off-speed pitch here as this is sent in the air out to left. It's got some carry to it. And that ball is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. So coming to the plate, Will Myers. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Primetime is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Now batting, Richard Primetime. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
In the air out to right. Leahy has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
A 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. A look from downtown San Diego and Petco Park. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Washington. Coming to the plate now, Richard Primetime. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. To short, hit hard. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And now the Padres. Digging in, Richard Primetime comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 26 for him on the season. And as a result, the Nationals are back even at 1 run apiece.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Settling in now, Josh Harrison. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Josh Harrison.
The 2-1 on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Primetime is there, and that retires the side. Leave a pair. Ready now, Richard Primetime. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Line towards center field. Jankowski is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice. Ready for another shot now, Richard Primetime. Here's the first pitch to him. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Oh, he hits a little dying quail behind the infielder. I tell you what, he couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Talk about placement. That was perfect.
Ready for another chance? Anthony Rendon. It was a flyout. He's running towards second. Hit on the ground to third. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Digging in the switch hitter, Yangervis Solarte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 9th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Padres 1.
And let it rip.
Ready once again, Richard Primetime. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Hey, your pitch right here.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Rendon.
2 men are on with 2 men out.
No one better, buddy. Hey, get your pitch. No one better right now.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning. 6-3 the final score today. Jose Torres claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's it for us this afternoon.